Well, guys, welcome again to another Sunday night Scrapping Irish live. So, as always, I appreciate anyone that's already in. Seeing a few people there are already in. I'm just going to do a bit of checking here, a little bit of housekeeping, as I say. Let me go over here. Let me go over here. Let me click on that and make sure I've muted the YouTube side. I have. That's okay, because I do have YouTube running in as well. So let's see who was in first tonight. Oh, my thing doesn't want to move on the YouTube side. But it was JCT anyhow was the first person in. Then Mr. G's and then Pooh's Mate. So that's it so far. So guys, I know there's more in there that haven't commented or whatever they're watching. So thanks as always for being in, whoever's there, and whoever gives the thumbs up. I appreciate that as well. It's good to see you all again on another Sunday. It's a last Sunday before Christmas Day, because next Sunday is Christmas Day. So as always, good to see you all in. So what has everyone been working on? I always ask this question at the start of the show. What have you been working on? I've been stripping copper wire again this week. So as you can see, I had a lot of copper wire to strip through, so you'll see some videos coming on that, on the old copper wire. So with copper prices on the way up, it's good that I got this wire. So that's what I've been working on. Link is pinned as hey, ewaste Mike, good to see you, sir. ewaste Mike, I think, is doing his board sort run tomorrow. Are you, ewaste Mike? I think, was that the video I seen? Was it that you were going on Monday to board sort? And ewaste Mike keeps every time I come into his lives or whatever, he keeps showing me all the gold he has, just to, especially all that RAM he just purchased. Didn't purchase it from eBay, I must hasten to say, but he keeps showing me all that RAM to make me feel bad. So doing a good job of it, Mike. But yeah, so he's been, hey, Planet of Junk, welcome in. Good to see you, sir. Have everything ready for Christmas. I'm the sort of person that does the Christmas Eve shop. So everything gets done on Christmas Eve instead of during the week, because again, I'll be working during the week, and Christmas Eve I'll be off, and I'll do all my Christmas shopping Christmas Eve as usual, run around from shop to shop like a headless chicken. But that's the way it is. That's the way it is. It's not going to change now. So it's not. Sorry, just checking something out there. Yeah. So what has everyone been scrapping out? Any guys? Planet Junk, what have you been working on? Mr. G's, what are you working on? Pooh's Mate, have you been scrapping anything out? ewaste Mike, we can see his videos. So if you want to see what ewaste Mike has been up to, check his videos. Let me see. So yeah, it's just been mainly copper wire I've been stripping out this week, but I hadn't done that much of it because I've been busy with work and other bits and pieces, things that have to be done. Hey, see you scrapping, and Harold, welcome in. Good to see you guys. As always, appreciate you giving up your time to come in, and don't forget to hit the like, guys, if you haven't already. Do appreciate it. A lot of people will say it doesn't really matter, but to me it does. So I like when people hit the like. So that's it. Right, so I have decided, I was thinking, would I sell these with the little ins on them and stuff like that, try and sell them on eBay? I've decided no, waste time, not going to waste my time trying to do that. Planet Junk has been working on laptops and smart boards this week for me. Smart boards, when you say smart boards, what do you mean by smart boards? Where do they come out, or what are they used in? Someone just texted me there. Elaborate, please, Planet of Junk, and let us know what you've been working on. What, when you say smart boards? See you scrapping. What have you been doing? Again, I suppose we can check out your videos and see what you've been doing, can't we? I haven't really checked out much videos this week, as many as I wanted. I checked out Raphael Scrapper's video that he just put out there today. He's surprised, not Raphael, Ralph Morrick's video. He just surprised us today with a sneaky dumpster compilation. So I've been checking that out earlier. I was watching that while I was setting up the stream and getting ready for this. I put it on and had it playing in the background and was listening and watching. So he found some interesting things in that, and there's definitely another scrapper living in his block of flats or apartments or whatever's in there. If anyone's watched it, they'll know what I'm on about. There's definitely someone in there. Sorry, just checking an email there that was sent to me. Hey, Parknest, welcome in. Good to see you. 65 boards from that look like white boards, but connect to laptop, so they are fully interactive. They are from schools mainly. Oh, that's cool. Electronic Scrapper, good to see you, sir. Working on proof of concept of building wire granulator. Oh, that'd be interesting. Working on small scale setup, still room for improvement. That would be interesting. Tearing down 15 TVs to make room for 3 pallets of servers and miscellaneous. Oh, that's nice. That'll be a nice pickup. Here, bleep in the basement. Let me see who's down there. Ah, Mr. Ewaste Mike. Why are you smiling? You're up to something when you're smiling.
I just think you're a joke. I mean, you're an awesome guy.
You're something else, you know
You
that.
light up my day.
So, are you heading to board sort tomorrow?
No.
Oh,
Tuesday.
Tuesday. I thought you said Monday on the video.
I said Monday, and then I couldn't get a truck for Monday, so I could get a truck, but I couldn't get it till like 11 o'clock in the morning, and that does me no good because it takes about an hour to load it. So that puts me at 12. 3 hours there. I would get there at 3. Probably there almost an hour. So that's 4. And then 7 o'clock I'd get back. So.
And is there much snow over there at the moment?
No snow.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Next Friday we're gonna get hammered though.
We just had our big freeze, and it's clear today. Temperatures are back up to 10 degrees Celsius, so from -8s and 9s.
Yeah, it's going to be really cold here next week, so I'm actually glad that I'm getting all this done beginning of the week.
Hey, Raphael, how do you do?
What's up, Raphael? Parky, Electronic. No, I was just finishing up. I had a bunch of loose iSeries stuff. I had like 21 of them laying around here, so my bag is getting fuller.
Oh yes.
I got a couple in there that are worth $45 each. So that's good. Let me go put this crap away.
What is Roblox? I've never heard of Roblox.
Roblox, it's a game. My granddaughter plays it.
Oh, Roblox, okay.
Yeah, it's a video game.
See, I'm out of the loop when it comes to video games.
Video game. You missed it, boy. I was making bigger things in the little things yesterday on Raphael Street.
Ah, you see, I missed the new reformed e-waste mic.
No, it ain't that. It's just I have no computers or nothing to take apart, so I'm kind of screwed. I gotta do the crap now.
That's what we have to do all the time because we don't get the good stuff like you. See, I only get the crap, so I have to break it down. Now you're understanding what situation it is for us poor small scrappers compared to ye big guys.
This is what I was doing yesterday on Raphael's screen. Look. I made that.
For that.
That was, I think, I don't know how many of those gas valves from like water heater furnaces and stuff. And then look, I took all those out of the casings. And I did a whole bunch of other crap that I don't want to talk about.
Oh, Raphael has already started on me, so I'm going to call him out now. I'm going to call Raphael out. Raphael, what did I do to you? Because all you seem to do is pick everything I do. No matter what I do, he seems to have a problem with it. So, Raphael, tell everyone what the problem is. There you go. Called you out. Let's see what your problem is. Come on up. Tell me what your problem is. No, no. Come on, Raphael. I'm calling you out. Someone else come in while I'm waiting for Raphael to back up his statements. Bush Dog Scrapper, welcome in. Who else? Hi, Parky. Partner, or what's called back? Whose mate is back? She was putting the pizza in the oven.
Yeah, so I was gonna go on Monday, but like I said, I had a vehicle issue. And Tuesday, look at that! I just find stuff in my pocket. See that? Look at that! In my pocket.
Brass. Hey,
Yeah.
Cruiser Mac, welcome in.
Yeah. And then the way I had it planned was Monday I was gonna go to Ohio. Tuesday I was at the scrapyard day before yesterday, and the other scrapyard called, so they had 3 Gaylord boxes full of computers for me. So I said, all right. I said, I'll come and get those Tuesday. So I'm going to go get those tomorrow. And then I'm going to sit here and I'm going to take all the RAM out of them and add it to my 45 pounds that I already have. And then I'll make a little bit more money at the at board clerk. See, I got
And how many of the watch calls have you got there? The I series going with you this time, did you say?
Oh, I'm not taking those. I'm going to pile those up.
All right, okay.
And what they did is, like, if you had like an i3 like 610, they don't buy the 3-digit numbers anymore, so they're just in the CPU. So the ones I had to go through and clear them all out. I got some good ones in there though.
I missed Raphael's comment. The problem is you are believed friend, and I'm looking after you. It's all right, Raphael. I'm well able to look after myself. I don't need anyone to look after me, and so I don't know how you're looking after me with your comments. But anyhow, if you think you are, you are. I see. I don't know. Have you seen Raz video? But there seems to be a scrapper living in where he does his dumpster diving, because when he's picking stuff up, everything seems to be already scrapped out. So it looks like there's someone else scrapping. So he gets like the bits that are left over that the guy, whoever it is, or girl, doesn't need. So it'd be interesting to see who that turns out. Is it someone that watched his videos and decided to start scrapping, or it was just someone who doesn't even know?
Is that somebody that lives in his apartment?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I haven't watched any of it.
I just put it out today. It surprised me. I didn't expect, because he said he might put something out last week, but then he thing. And I see Shark Scrapper put up a community post saying there's something big coming to his channel soon. So that'll be interesting to see what he's coming up with.
Maybe he's gonna retire. That would make my year.
So it'll be interesting to see what he's planned for the new year. I presume it's for next year. Maybe it's coming before this year's out. If it's a girl, he'd be over them. Yeah, if it's a girl scrapper, it'd be the perfect match for Ralph.
Oh yeah.
So I meet Earl came in. Hello, Irish Mike. Hey, Earl, welcome in.
What's up, bro? I didn't get out here till noon. I got up, made breakfast, fell back to sleep.
Second shark. Did he? Oh yeah, maybe that could be it, Poos, mate. Maybe he's got the second shark tagged. That could be it. Optimus Prime, welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you're all good. And again, Merry Christmas to everyone that celebrates Christmas, and those people who don't, well, you don't. I know Mike isn't a holiday guy. He doesn't celebrate any of the holidays. Do you, Mike?
No, sir.
No. Mike's too busy.
Mike just don't care. Don't have no family, so I don't really get into it.
You have a daughter, don't you?
Yeah, that's it. Granddaughter. He just throw them each $100 bill and say bye. See you next year.
See you next Christmas.
And I gotta spend. I probably ain't gonna get anything this year because I gotta spend $4,200 to fix your goddamn sewer.
What's called? I'm not sure if Bush Scrapper saying he's a Jehovah or you're a Jehovah.
Not me. I never celebrated holidays even when I was little. I didn't care.
Yeah, you look forward to Christmas when you were younger, no?
Nope. Birthdays, Christmas, none of that crap.
I don't know in America. Do you get like time? Do the kids get time off at Christmas from school, or is it just? Because I know here, like they get 2 weeks off. The kids, or 3 weeks. You get 3 weeks off at Christmas.
Oh,
so, all the kids look forward to that time, I'm sure.
Yeah, they get off here too.
Yeah. So when you were a kid, did you not look forward to getting off school?
No. I always skipped school, so
we were always off school. Bush Dog hates what holidays have become. Well, yeah, holidays have become who can buy the biggest presents, and who can put the most Christmas lights up on their house, and who can do stuff like that.
Wait, that heat sink.
Well, that's a nice one.
It's all top. Let's take that fan out, which I already got halfway out.
What does that? What would it weigh roughly? Just guessing from in your hand. What do you think it weighs?
Oh, I don't know. It still has metal and crap on it. So. 7,000 pounds.
Oh yeah, it looks like 7,000 pounds. Yeah.
At least 7,000. Maybe 69.99.
Kids might look forward to the holidays, but the parents certainly don't.
No.
That's for sure. See this telecom or this like wire from these little phone extenders, or you can extend your phone line with. What grade do you put them in? As in America, the little cords are really thin.
Is that a wire?
It is a wire from these phone extenders,
Yeah, I just throw all my wire into one pile. So mine just goes in the mixed wire.
Who can have the most Christmas trees? Oh, yeah, who can have the most Christmas trees? Shark Scrapper. How many will he have up if he comes up tonight? He was at, what was he at last week? 7, was it?
7.
What will he have up this week? 9, 10, 12?
Yeah, probably a dozen.
See you Scrapping wants the weight in grams.
Wants what?
He wants the weight in grams.
Why?
I'm assuming that the silver is expected to be worth more than gold next year. I doubt that, Optimus Prime, but I hope it does be, because I have a lot of silver contacts to do yet. So. Do you save the silver? I know I'm asking the wrong person this question, but anyway, I'm just going to walk straight into it. Do you save the silver contacts from any of the devices you get, Mike?
I used to, but I don't do it no more.
Okay.
I actually have some sitting over there on that bench.
That was not exactly what I was expecting. I was expecting you to either say mind your own business, or what the hell would I do that for?
Mind your own business, and why the hell would I do that? You feel better now? Well, I've learned that they're not all just pure silver. Because I put some in acid one time and cleaned them, and then I melted them in the thing, and I took them over to my gold buyer, and he said that they won't buy them because they still have cadmium in them.
Okay.
Cadmium is bad news.
We have your favorite person is in the basement. Anyways, Mike.
Nice seeing you guys. Talk to y'all later. He has 8 trees. 8
So
trees.
what? 8 trees.
Yeah. He probably has one on the top of his truck.
Have you one on the dashboard? Have you a tree on your
There's
dashboard?
an idea.
What about your dashboard? Have you seen Larry's trucks, or as you call them, trucks going around with little Christmas trees on their dashboards? So you could have one of them on your dashboard, Shark.
I'm too easily distracted.
Shark, I seen your post on the community thing saying there's big news coming. When can we
Yeah.
look forward to the announcement of the big news?
All in due time. All in due time.
People are trying to guess there. They were trying to guess earlier what your big news was. Pooh's mate thinks it's that you've got your second shark sorted out. So we'll have to wait and see. That you've purchased another shark.
Purchased another shark. If I told everybody right now, it wouldn't be a surprise.
Yeah. No one's making you tell now. I'm not making you tell or anything like that. I'm just wondering how long I have to wait to find out. That's the thing.
Well, here, just tell me because I don't give a shit either. I won't tell anybody. Go ahead. Everybody mute. Everybody mute.
Yeah.
You know, the best part about this setup right now is that the Scrapping Irish logo is right in front of Mike's face. So
I stand there on purpose when that's why I like it.
All I see is a beard.
There you go. I got it all cleaned.
Oh, that's a nice one. I like those. They're fun.
Oh, who wanted it in grams?
Watchball wanted it in grams. See you scrapping.
Is he gonna pay for me to do it in grams? It ain't free,
So
man.
Shark, do you celebrate Christmas? I don't even need to ask you that, do I?
No,
His
no,
wife
we don't. We don't. Yeah.
How many grams, Mike?
I don't know. I didn't even do it yet. Jeez.
Oh, sorry.
Well, get with it, man. Come on.
I can't see it because there's a logo in my face. I was on a panel with Crazy Ann and Samantha Lee, and Crazy Ann's logo was right across my face. I was like, what the hell? All right,
Really?
you ready?
Could have been something else if Crazy Ann's across your face.
I wish. It don't weigh nothing. Look at it, I broke my scale.
Oh, dude.
It still works though.
429.
See? Look, I'm not touching it. See my hand? That is almost a pound and 15.16 ounces.
There you go. So there you go. See you scrapping.
So that's worth about $1.
Why? What does it go at?
There you go, in the copper.
Why is that only worth $1?
Because I said so.
Okay.
Because prices suck.
Copper prices are up.
I don't know. I don't even check them because I don't sell the shit.
Let's see what my yard would pay for that.
Yeah, I put 21 more in the bag, shirt. 21 more.
Cool beans.
I'm gonna fill it back. I'm gonna fill it up. And they're not.
Go on.
They're not-
say what you're gonna say, Mike.
They're not buying the I series that are just 3 numbers now. Just so you know. I don't know if you noticed their thing on their website.
Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to happen sooner or later.
Yeah. So if it's like an i3 610, it's pinless. Anything that's 3 numbers. So I had to go through the bag and I pulled like, I don't know, 2 or 3 of them out of there that I had.
Uh-huh.
I got some nice ones though. I got a i5 10500. I got a couple of 770s, i7s, a couple of $45. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, most of what I get is not so nice. They're just pinless CPUs. I'm not getting any really decent i-series lately.
Yeah.
Kind
And
of
the
a bummer.
pickup I got to do tomorrow. That's the other scrapyard. I usually get quite a bit from them. Oh shit! I hope that didn't mess this up. If it did, it's junk. Ooh.
Probably did.
And I'm blaming Everyday Sellers for it because her thing fell on it.
Okay. So, Irish, right now, my local yard, is paying 301 for number 1 copper and 281 for number 2 copper.
Okay, I thought it'd be a bit higher than that because what are we getting over here for number 1 copper at the moment? Let's have a look. Copper.
Yeah, I didn't ask because I don't sell it. So.
Copper scrap price. Oh yeah, that'd be about right because we're getting 610 a kg. So yeah, your prices would be about right there.
And that's the lower price yard. They're the local yard that publishes their prices. So my non-ferrous yard, their website is not exactly spectacular, so they don't publish their prices. I just find out when I get there.
Yeah. There's another crowd here, and their price is only 470 a kg, so they're a lot lower than so again, one crowd are paying 620 a kg, another crowd are paying 470 a kg for copper number 1. So it's a big difference between them two yards.
So we had a Christmas party. It's called a progressive dinner party. So you go from one house to the next house, and you have food. And we were the last stop, so we had dessert. So my wife made 8 different kinds of pastries and desserts. But my favorite are the rum balls. These things are freaking awesome.
Dessert is my favorite part of a dinner party.
Yeah, so it's like, imagine a chocolate brownie that's been soaked in rum.
What's called Earl saying there, anyone sent in memory like the CPUs yet? Does he mean working memory? You know how don't what's called buy the working memory board sort, do they? Shark was about to answer, but he can't because his mouth is full.
What was the question?
He was asking, did anyone send in memory to board? I presume it's to board sort. You know how you do your CPUs, and now they buy the memory that's working as well. Did any cash that in yet? He's asking.
I think Shark has. But Tony's starting memory though.
Yeah, I have.
I don't have time for that.
And how did you find how do you test the memory before you send it in, or do you just send it in and let them test it?
No, I just send it in and let them test it. That's the whole idea. Is they've invested in the test equipment, so I don't have to. Because I was pricing out RAM test equipment, and oh my God, it's freaking expensive as hell. Sorry.
And when you sent in all that RAM, did all of it pass, or did it come back and say, well, there was so much of it not working, or how did it work for you?
I had a couple of 8 gigabyte sticks that didn't pass, but most of them passed. Let's see if I can.
While you're looking, I'll say hi to Ralph. Welcome in, Ralph.
Hello, sir.
How
Ralph,
are you doing, Ralph?
Video, and I'm convinced that you need to find out who this scrapper is that's living in your building.
Yes. Yeah, it's
it's
pretty obvious that there is someone in my building that also does scrapping.
Specifically vacuum cleaners. Yeah, someone said that in the chat. If it's a female scrapper, it could be a perfect match for you.
I doubt it's a female scrapper, but you never know. There are a few on YouTube, so yeah.
I love you, Ralph.
I love you too, Mike.
So I didn't write down how many sticks went in on this one.
Okay.
But I got paid $148.66.
Okay.
You think that'll ship, Ralph? I kind of
Oh wow,
put it
yeah,
styrofoam and I taped it.
yeah.
Think that'll ship without getting damaged? I'm
Now,
gonna
if
put,
you cut out a little square on another piece of styrofoam, you can put that on top. So and then tape.
my name's not Ian Matthews. I ain't got no
Oh,
time for
true.
that.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
So
Hello,
what
it was-
mate.
I'm
Hello,
gonna take
Rafael.
this and I'm gonna put it in a really, really big box and just cram it full of bubble wrap and newspaper.
And videotape.
And-
Just unwind videotape.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
there you
they'll
go.
they'll think they're getting a really big box and all they're gonna get is this.
I hope Ian is feeling better actually, because he sent me a message during the week, but it was just a GIF, so I don't know what it was meant to mean.
So actually, if Mike was going to pull an Ian on that, he'd take a pin and he would punch, whatever that is, 156 little pinholes or whatever, however many little
yeah.
pinholes there are, so that each one of the little pins would fit down inside there.
Oh, I bet
Perfect.
it's more than 156 because that whole square is pins. There's no center in it. It's
Yeah.
solid pin.
I don't know. I was just pulling that number out of my butt. I have no idea how many pins there are in there.
I'd probably do it if it was
What's
only
that
100.
face all about?
Huh?
Irish looked like he was getting ready to fart or something there with that.
Oh no, I was pulling a package apart there. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
There was a
He,
pack
pro- he probably pooped. I bet he pooped.
I'm sorry if I met the face of thinking I was going for a poop.
We made a poop. Let me see.
But so will you work all through the Christmas shack, or do you take a few days off for Christmas, or what do you do?
Let's just say I don't have any specific plans to take any time off, but I'll probably take a little bit of time off, mostly because all the local yards are going to be closed, for about a week. So I won't
they
have
shut
that
down
many
for a
options
week.
to take stuff in. So
The Aldi 40-volt grinder Ian did a review on. BigLive.com on YouTube has done a teardown of the same one. Might be worth a watch. Yeah, we'll have to check that out, and see what he reckons of that. That wire stripper I bought has come in handy this week. I stripped a lot of wire, so it's starting to pay for itself already.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, chunks of copper wire.
I'm getting a lot of number one as well.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I don't know if you can see it. No, I don't think you can, but there's a very large box right there from Canada.
Oh.
From the Canada.
Yes. And
What be in it?
What company is located in Canada?
Cheap ass wire stripper company.
Oh, that one you bought last week. Yes. So it has arrived.
Yes. I tell you what, that was fast too, because it was last week when we were up on the live stream, and I finally decided to go ahead and buy it. So I put my order in while we were up on your live stream.
Yeah.
I got a notice on Monday saying that they had received the order and it would ship. And then a few days later, I got a notice from UPS saying we tried to deliver, but you weren't home, so we're going to try again tomorrow because you have to sign for it.
Over here now, you don't have to sign for deliveries. They leave it at your door, take a photograph, and send you a text message. That's it.
Yep. Yeah, that's what they do here.
Yeah.
I think it depends on what company delivers it, though.
Yeah. Because what they do is send you a text message in the morning saying they're going to be calling today. If you don't want it left at your house, please reply back to this text. So if you don't text them back, they just presume you know it's going to be there and it's going to be left there for you.
I tried that on one of the packages, and they said, and I think it's something about the value of the package, or because it was from a business to a business. They said, no, we can't do that. You have to sign for it. So
Okay.
like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, Watchball hasn't been around. Ian Matthews was quiet all week, so I hope he's feeling better because he looked fairly poorly in that picture that was sent to me. So hopefully he's over his flu or whatever it was he had. I'm going to do that face again, Shark. Doing that face again. I'm doing all these little bits, poos, mate. Still haven't done the video, but I'm loads of little bits collecting. more to scrap out of them.
Aha, so this thing actually works still. A very fancy looking keyboard.
Where'd you get that?
This is actually, I have the exact same keyboard on my other PC. This used to be my main keyboard. I changed to like one version up. This is the G15 and I'm now on the G19. But this is actually used to belong to a friend of mine. He said, I don't use it anymore, you can have it. And now basically it's just sitting there collecting dust. But yeah, it's pretty cool.
What is the LCD screen for?
LCD screen, it can have all kinds of statistics on there. When playing either World of Warcraft or other video games, you can have all kinds of stuff on there. And you can even cycle your chat on there.
Oh, interesting.
All right, pretty cool.
And you can actually program it to do all kinds of stuff. The other one that I have is even more weird and insane. And why would you have that? Because let me quickly show you. Put this on the side here. I have to be careful with plugging in USB devices because something went wrong yesterday on Rafael's stream. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. This one has a color screen, and I can actually play YouTube on this thing if I would want to.
You can play YouTube on it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That would be worse than trying to watch it on your phone.
Yeah, exactly. So
Hey,
you
you
can
watch shorts
preset
on
some
it, then
colors
you
in
can-
there for some reason, and weirdly enough, the blue color, it used to be all blue, but for some reason everything turned green. But it was supposed to be blue. This side is still blue, but the rest is all green. So something went wrong with, I think, the LEDs in there. So some are not lighting up. So I
Yeah.
now have it set to red.
Cruiser Mac wants to know, when did the rival scrapper show up at your location?
Actually, the footage that I put up in the video today is from, I think, not this year, but last year. So when I mentioned January 2nd in like the first clip, I don't mean January 2nd of this year, but January 2nd of last year. So that scrapper actually has been there for at least 2 or 3 years. So, but there's
Hey,
not a
Stan.
lot of scrap,
Welcome
and it's
in.
not scrapped out very well because the plug-ins are still in there, and sometimes circuit boards are still in there.
Stan
Or-
wants to know, what is pot metal?
What? Who the? Describe pot metal. That's something that the Americans made up, and it contains bullshit. It's basically everything that melts that has a low temperature that's put in one pot. Basically anything up until aluminium, because you can melt aluminium on a simple campfire, basically.
Yeah, I mean, essentially, it's called pot metal because it was the cast-offs and the shreds and the junk that was left over. It was all thrown in a pot, and they would melt it down, and they would use it to cast the test runs and the sample casts.
Yeah.
And then if they got it wrong, they would just throw it back in the pot and melt it down again. So low
Yeah.
melting point. Little pieces that doesn't have a lot of quality and everything, but it's good for just making test runs.
Yeah, it's usually a high zinc content because it's quite heavy,
Yeah.
and if it's lighter in weight, it has more aluminium in it. So basically throw it in with your cast aluminium.
So it's either that or your cannabis grower was using way too much iron in their fertilizer.
Yeah.
Way too much.
Sounds like you ain't got time for that, Ralph. Yeah, you never know.
I'm interested to know who that scrapper is, like, because he might be a good contact to me. Because if it looks like he might be a guy that repairs stuff. If there's a lot of vacuum cleaners, maybe
I've
he's
actually
repaired.
been thinking of getting like an extra wheelie bin and just putting it there, put a big sticker on it saying small electric waste, and just putting it in there and checking every day after work to see if people put anything. Then I don't have to dig to all the other trash. Just take it out there.
Yeah.
And there's no like a repair shop nearby or anything that some guy could be
No.
working in and bringing stuff home from.
No, very little gets repaired here. We are in the throw away and buy new era. Basically, nobody repairs stuff anymore unless it's really expensive.
I met a new contact, a guy who used to repair. Well, he still repairs. He still sells satellite equipment and all that sort of stuff, but he used to repair the satellite equipment. So he may have a lot of old satellite equipment for me. So that could be interesting.
Well, that's good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've actually stopped taking quite a lot of stuff that I used to take. I no longer take cans. I don't take steel anymore. I think in the video I showed a stainless steel pan, which I didn't want, but that I now take because I found that that's like €1 a kilogram, so that's pretty good. But normal steel is like, I don't know, 10 cents a kilogram, maybe 15. I don't know.
Our prices have actually started going back up again a little bit on our.
I have to check because I checked last week. Let me see if anything has changed. Oh, I still can click the earlier Google search. So David Young is saying that he's gonna be getting some equipment, and when he starts his scrapping channel, then he'll join in on panels.
Cool.
Who?
David Young.
Oh.
He will probably create a channel with some fancy name. I don't know.
I need to do that. Create a channel.
Hey, welcome in, Gil. Gil just came in.
I watch everybody else. So.
Oh yeah. Scrap steel just went up by like 5 cents. It's now 25 cents a kilogram. It used to be 20.
Went up a penny.
Gill skills. Yeah.
I figure if old senile people can do channels, then anybody could do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Bear Bright is up by 20 cents, and
hey, Gil.
cables are up quite a bit. They used to be $2.60, now they're $3.50 a kilogram.
What's copper
brass
over
is
there?
up by 20 cents.
Cruiser Mac, go break a hip.
Zinc is up a bit.
Cruiser. When I started that, I got timed out by somebody yesterday. I'm not saying who, but his initials are Micro Scrapper Mike. I mean, Mike.
Yeah, but I like Cruiser. I don't like you.
And not only did I get timed out, but I lost my wrench. I mean, it was awesome.
Hey, here's what's really bad. Now there's a person that I respect, the only person in YouTube that I respect, and they got timed out too, and that was Ian Matthews.
You timed out Ian?
Yeah, he said, "How you doing, Michael Scrap and Mike?" I said, "Boop, bye." I took it. So you're not the only one. There was higher ups than you that got it. So
you're in a privileged company.
I tell you, you know you've made it when you've been timed out and lose your wrench from Mike.
Yep. You are it. But look, Shark, I made this yesterday. Isn't that pretty?
Ooh, yeah.
Hey, Irish, check this out. Check this out. Look at this.
Ralph, do the floor.
Ralph has a clear path behind him.
There's floor.
Do the circle again.
I can do the circle again. I can run circles in here.
Hey. Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, wait a minute, Ralph, you got to do that thing where you flop on your back and spin around. What's that dance and move
Break
called?
dancing. That's break
That
dancing.
was quite some time ago. I probably won't be able to do that again.
And shark. Look at I even did all those yesterday.
Oh.
Look at all he's been working on. Look at that.
But then I got all this to still no. This is all going to board sort. All this crap.
Yeah. You
But-
would be tired just loading the damn van.
That's kind of a lot of little crap I took apart too, cable boxes and stuff. Yeah, I was out here 3 nights in a row till like 2 o'clock in the morning. But I am gonna go down in the basement tomorrow and get all those freaking crappy ass docking stations and take them down there and get rid of them. I am not taking them apart. Not this guy, not the guy behind the logo.
The guy behind the logo.
I like it up here.
The guy behind the logo. That sounds like a movie.
What am I licking? Am I supposed to lick something? Who's mate? Am I supposed to lick? Send me a message, who's mate. We can talk. Yeah. Oh, look, I even got one of these I put on the side. Just to show
Ooh.
Irish the gold legs on those.
Yeah, I knew at some stage the gold would have to appear.
See the gold legs under there?
Yes.
You can kind of see it. How did you like when I laid in all that memory the other day?
Oh, yeah, poured it out on the thing. He put a screen, he went off screen, he goes, oh, I've got something for Irish here. Rake of noise in the background, and next minute a big pile of RAM.
I put 45 pounds of RAM on this table and I laid in it. And then, of course, I had to tell him how much I paid for it.
Yeah, okay, let's stop the conversation there.
I got another good opportunity coming, so hopefully that works out.
Was it less than what Irish paid for 2 sticks?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, Shark Scrapper's volume has stopped working there. Don't know what happened. Can't hear you, Shark. What's wrong? What are you saying? Hey, Brizzy boy, welcome in.
Hey,
I should try to go for a twofer and get timed out of 2 channels in a row.
You can do it. What's up, Chris?
Go, Shark, go.
Oh, shit. I wonder how to get
I
that
like
up.
these M&M bars now. I like them nicer than the M&Ms.
How do you get those up?
How'd you get them out? Ooh.
Yeah.
Hey, Ralph. Have a look here. How'd you get these out? Show us again, Mike.
No, I'm not showing it again.
Oh, Jesus.
I already showed it.
He
What's
won't
that?
show it again, Ralph. Sorry.
I saw it on the replay on the.
Yeah,
on the
he can go on the replay.
Let me see that M&M bar again, though. That's what's really interesting. Oh.
This here is a tiny printer. I don't like scrapping
M&M
printers, but
cookie.
this intrigues me.
Oh, M&M cookies. Okay.
Yes.
Alright.
He's dead.
Compact photo printer. Check it out. Canon
that?
compact photo printer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
So it
interesting.
just prints those small photos. But I'm kind of intrigued on what's in there. It's really heavy. So I'm gonna try to get this open. Some way, somehow.
You can just put your SD card inside of them, can't you? And it just prints from the SD card.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah.
No, you connect this to the PC because it has a USB on the side. I don't
All
think
right.
it has an actual
Is there
card
no
reader.
SD card on the front, no?
No.
No. It's different than the ones
No.
I see.
Where do you put the ink?
I think that might be on this side here somewhere. Not sure. I don't know. We shall see.
We'll find out, won't we?
If something
What are they on the
explodes,
mic that you're scrapping?
Whoop, there we go. Oh, it's one of those things.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, cool.
What does this say? Postcard, a 4x6 inch size. Print out. Yeah, sure, whatever.
I used to have this really cool camera that when you took a picture of something, the picture would actually come out of the camera.
Oh yeah, do you remember that thing?
Polaroid.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
amazing. It was so far ahead of its time.
Yeah.
I think I seen
Yeah,
one
and
of
if
them
you
in a
kept them
museum
long
one
enough,
time.
those pictures they would go completely black. Or did they turn completely white? I forgot.
I think it's
One way or
white.
another. Yeah.
Did it go white or did it go black? I think it was black actually. I think they went black with the heat. So eventually, if you left them in sunlight for too long as well, they went change color. But they brought back them Polaroids about 2 years ago or something. I seen them for
Yeah,
some
they came
Christmas
back in
again.
fashion at some point.
Yeah. Because you had some artsy people started taking photos and stuff, and they were around the place with them, and everyone wanted them. Everyone had to have them. But did you see the comment that who left it? Was it Optimus Prime said earlier that he was reading that silver is meant to get really high next year? So that'd be interesting to see if silver prices jump up, because
I think
So
I
I got
hear
a pile
that.
of silver mylar here.
I think I've heard that a lot of times for many
yeah,
years.
yeah, because it would be interesting because silver contacts are in nearly everything. You have them in all the relays. You have them in your circuit boards on your lighting. You have them on the mylar, stuff like that. So it's a lot easier to get silver not get silver as recover silver, but to find silver than it is to find other metals. So copper, of course, and Chinesium. Plenty of Chinesium. Plenty of Chinesium wouldn't go up in price.
Yeah, no kidding.
Imagine a scrapyard having a category pot metal, category Chinesium.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I've got
Johnny
one.
Swedish Scrappers commented on my video. Haven't heard
I've
from
got
him in ages.
one
Who was that?
source here that says silver will be up to $34.70 an ounce in 2023, and it'll get up to $44 by 2025.
Okay.
It still ain't enough.
When is enough enough? Like when would you consider, Mike, collecting silver? What price would it have to be per gram or per ounce?
$50 an ounce.
Okay.
Basically, if it had the value of gold.
Yeah, I got a bunch of silver.
Yeah.
I used to buy the rounds and the bars. I got I don't know, almost 5 pounds of silver.
Well, even if it gets up to 40 cents an ounce, it means you doubled your money, because when you bought your rounds, they were only at about 20 cents.
Oh yeah.
So
Yep.
it's still doubled your money. So it's a good investment. Silver was, if it does double.
Maybe you didn't hear me. I said 50, not 40.
Oh my God, Ralph, who did you say commented on your video that you didn't hear from for a
Johnny
while?
Swedish Scrapper. I haven't heard from him in
Yeah.
quite a while.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
I think the last thing I saw from him, he said something about he was getting a job or something, and he wasn't going to have a lot of time. And then I haven't seen anything from him since.
Could be, yeah.
Yeah, well, you see, that's what happens if you're a scrapper, or you say you're not working, you're doing a lot of scrapping. All of a sudden, a job comes along, and then that takes priority, and it gives less time for YouTube, less time for scrapping. Where if you were already working and you went into YouTube and you went into a thing, you kind of work around. You've already got a routine where you can work around your job with it.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I used to be on every live stream that I could get on, but now I'm basically just on Rafael and on here. Sometimes during the week, if someone else just goes on and I feel like it or I have the time, I might pop up, but not a lot anymore. I'm not
Well, the
the
good thing now
channel
is,
jockey I used to be.
Yeah, for Christmas give me a bit more time to watch more YouTube videos and stuff, because we're off, like, we finish work on Friday evening, so we're off Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I'm not back till the Wednesday, so it's not too bad. I have a few extra
Scrapyards that
days.
separate die cast from cast. Yes, and none of them can explain what the difference is, weirdly enough.
They're the same.
Yeah, my yard, they have a die cast category and a cast aluminum category, and they actually pay like a lot for the die cast, like
Yeah,
30 some cents a pound.
my yard just throws them all in the same bin.
I got 2 buckets over there at die cast.
Here, it's just all thrown in the same bin.
Yeah. Everything, cast is the lowest aluminium form they have, and basically anything that's not magnetic and well, unless it's stainless steel. But if it's non-magnetic and it's some type of cast, they just throw it in the aluminium.
Yeah, like that MLC stuff I saved up, that was 55 cents a pound. And I went over there the other day and I asked them what it was, and 44 cents. It went down 10 cents a pound.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So
What
I'm
I find,
sitting on that.
yeah, what I find funny is here. I'm just looking here, like at the scrap prices, and they just have aluminium is a one price, whether it's cast, rolled, sheet, whatever type, doesn't matter. It's still all they just give one price for aluminium. But then when the only thing they give a different price for is aluminium rims for cars,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
then
Because then they know what it is.
yeah, and then
Aluminium what?
rims, like
Oh,
rims on your
rims. Oh, okay.
yeah. And well, I'm just looking here. What I've noticed as well, they've started doing a category. They do catalytic converters, right? And then they do another category, which is the DPFs on your cars. You know, they take out the it's like a catalytic converter, but probably more a newer versions. So they have 2 different categories for them, and they do cast iron and just regular iron as well. You know,
Yeah,
which-
that's what my yard does as well. They also have a separate for cast iron. I have a tiny little bit of cast iron, but I would at some point want to try to melt cast iron and cast with cast iron, making something. But that's a whole different category to copper, because cast iron will melt your face off from 2 meters away. Yeah.
Well, we can't have that.
What do DPFs have in them? I think, as far as I know, it's platinum metals again that are in there in the DPF, because it purifies the dioxide coming out of your car. So I'm presuming it's platinum metals that are in there, giving you the value for them. Same as your
Get up at
catalytic.
something.
Aren't those diesel?
Yeah,
Yeah, because I had that real big one, and it was a DP. But what it is it's a converter, and then after the converter or before the converter, one of those ways, there's a filter. There's a filter too. So when you sell it, you're supposed to sell both pieces. But you know, I cut mine in half because my yard bought the converter off me, but then he said, "Well, you don't have the other half?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "I have it, but it's in a shred pile." So when I bring it, I'll. So when I took a load of shred in, I dug it out of there and gave it to him. But yeah, they're for diesels.
yeah, but I'm looking here, the scrap yards. I'm looking here on this one in Ireland. They'll give you a price for the catalytic converter, and then they'll give you another price for the DPF. So they'll give you you can obviously separate both of them and sell them as 2 separate items.
Yeah, the DPF is the filter.
Yeah, diesel
Diesel-
particulate filters.
What, diesel petroleum filter, or what's it?
No,
Or-
particulars. Particular
Particle.
filters, I think it's called.
Particle filter.
A
Particle,
particle.
diesel particle filter. All right, yeah.
Google it, Ralph.
Hey, I'm got my hands full here. I can't really Google.
Oh, I didn't know. I'm sorry, sir.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hello,
Crypto.
Crypto.
Welcome in. Good to see you, Crypto. Happy Christmas to you.
Hey, Crypto, I'd Google it for you, Ralph. But I got my hands full.
Hey, crypto.
Oh, Shark, I forgot to show you. I got my Christmas tree.
All right. Glad to see you're in the spirit of things.
Wow, a red Christmas tree. I still need to find a little hat for Scrappy. Give him a little Christmas hat.
Did someone say hat? Somewhere.
Oh, man, you are really in the spirit of things.
Oh God, well that thing again. I remember
shouldn't
that
have
from
mentioned the word
last
hat.
year.
You shouldn't have mentioned the word hat. Cruiser. I'm just seeing in case I missed anyone coming in.
Right. Circuit bird. Okay, I missed that completely.
Yeah, so my car has a DPF, and the problem with some of the cars out there with the DPFs is they block up if you're not doing much traveling, because you have to be traveling a longer distance for it to clean. But luckily enough, my car has a setting on it, and it injects fuel into the DPF and burns it clean itself. So that's handy.
And I was also reading where there are some cars where it will tell you, don't turn off the car for the next, X number of minutes, cleaning DPF or something like that. And I was like, that's too much work. That's way too much work. And you gotta add the fluid, the diesel exhaust fluid.
Yeah, the AdBlue.
Yeah,
I don't have to do that in my car. It doesn't have to take the AdBlue either, so which is a good advantage. I don't have to do that, and I don't have to clean the DPF. It does it itself. So it'll do it while you're driving. I see some people in their cars, they have to take the car out, drive for half an hour at keeping the car above 2,500 revs to 3,000 revs, and then it'll blow out a big cloud of black smoke behind it, and that's it cleaned.
Yeah, it's like, I can understand why for, trucks and heavy equipment and stuff like that, you want to have a diesel engine, but I don't get it sometimes for a car. I don't get it.
If you make if you have a lot of mileage, then diesel is cheaper, I think.
Yeah, you get more miles per gallon out of a diesel than you will out of a petrol.
Yeah.
So
that's why most work cars over here are all diesels, especially if they're like little vans.
Most sales reps will have diesel cars because they put up a lot of miles during the thing, so they're getting more mileage for the same money out of it. Essentially, that's the reason. I think Cruiser Mac has just invented a new drink. He's put his ginger ale into coffee.
Yeah, that's interesting. Cruiser, let us know how that works out for you, because I don't think I'm going to try it.
And Pooh's mate is a petrol engine all the way. No, I'm a diesel. Bit noisier, but I get more miles out of it. I don't have to fill up as often. But diesel is dearer than petrol at the moment, so it's probably about the same thing.
Well, and that was the other thing. It used to be that diesel was cheaper than what we call gas here. But now you can get gas a lot less expensive than diesel.
Blue diesel is more expensive than petrol. All diesels are more expensive at the moment. About 20. I think diesel is about 20 cents a liter more expensive here than petrol.
It's a little over $6 a gallon here.
And what's gas over there?
Still cheaper.
Gas is $2.99 a gallon.
Whoa, that's a big difference.
Gas is actually going down.
Yeah, it's going down.
Look at that, Irish.
We pay like two something for 1 liter.
Go man, there you go.
Got it out.
We know that when you're not on here later, you're going to be taking that off. We know well. You're going to unwind all that copper.
I'll do right in front of you. I ain't scared.
Hey, America's favorite hoarder, welcome in. Diesel was like half the price, then boom. Yeah, diesel used to be way cheaper, and then boom.
I feel sorry for the truckers. I don't know if that's aluminum or stainless.
Put in with your aluminum.
Tastes like aluminum.
What's it taste like?
Aluminum. I'll go find out though after I throw up.
Tastes like poison.
Tastes like chicken. Aluminum. Oh wait, that's gold. Woo, no.
Gold. That's gold.
That's gold in there.
There's gold in them there boards.
Figured out how to do it.
So it's quite easy once you figured it.
Wait, so this is...
What are they out of, Mike, by the way?
I don't know.
Okay.
Some shit I found in a bucket.
Yeah, I feel compelled to... this thing is basically just all metal and trash and some ribbon cables and some
So
little
it's a printer.
motors. Yeah, this was part of the printer. There was a little board in there that I already threw somewhere across the room there. This is going in the shred. I stopped caring.
Mike is wearing off on you, man.
Yeah, well, the fact that I want to have this place cleaned up by January also a thing. I promised myself I'd buy a new PC once this place is cleaned up and there's not that much left to do. But I also promised myself that I would buy a new PC in January. So those two are about to converge. And
I
then,
was going to say, which one takes precedence?
yeah, well, they're
Got all 3 in 1.
anything that is left
Wow.
in January is going into the shred.
Yes. I love you, Rob.
See?
Oh, you love him anyway.
You don't know how much he's turning me on right now just listening to those words.
Shred. And throw into shred, huh?
I am beyond moist.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, so I
Oh,
might actually be able to have people visit again because there's more spots to sit than just this chair. I found 4 other desk chairs there somewhere. I didn't even know I had them.
You can go over to Ralph's house and dance in the circle.
Exactly.
That was the morning. Yeah, Ralph had a PC problem last night.
Yes, that was. I almost had to buy a PC early.
You would have seen the look on his face.
Well, you couldn't because I froze.
Yeah, but when
I
you came
plugged in
back,
a USB device. There was a tiny little blue spark, and everything froze. Couldn't even move my mouse.
a little
And then
bit
I clicked the off button, and then I clicked the on button, and everything stayed black. No activity whatsoever. The PC seemed to be booting up, but there was nothing.
Ooh, that would be very troubling.
Yeah. So I basically I turned my laptop is here. I turned on my laptop, joined the stream on my laptop, took the PC off, all the cables out, just took out the USB card that the cable I plugged that in, took out the the little battery, the one from the main board, not this one. This came from another board, but one of those CR2032 ones. I took it out, put it back in, and then basically everything reset, turned it back on, and there was screen again. So it's working again.
So do not plug in a USB while the computer's on, correct?
Rafael was scrapping a barcode scanner, and he was like, "Oh, these things are useless. You can't really do much with them." And I use them. I just plug them in the USB port, and I scan barcodes, and it puts barcodes in a file. And you don't need any software for it, because it basically what it does, what it scans, it kind of records that as being typed. So instead of having to type like 20 digits, you just go beep, and it puts the 20 digits there. It's especially handy if you have like 45 hard drives to check for warranty. Just go beep, 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 and then it puts all of them in the system, and then you show check for warranty, and then says this one's out of warranty, that one's out of warranty. This one still has warranty. That's how I built the other PC with the 12 hard drives in it. 3 hard drives I got back from warranty. Yeah. That was back when I worked at the computer store.
So you just looked for ones that were in warranty, got them back, and put them in your new PC.
Yeah.
Good plan.
Here you go, Irish. You ready?
Go on, hold on. Hey, look at that.
Yeah, I sent a package to
Copper
Western
here.
Digital. Oh, look at that. Copperbeard.
It's on Santa Claus.
Well,
Highlights. I call it highlights.
in the Warcraft lore, the Dwarven family, the royal Dwarven family, are called the Bronzebeards.
I'm shaving this one down today.
You could be the Silverbeard.
I'm getting the number 7 out.
He's afraid that people will
Ralph is
confuse
hoping
him
to bring some chicas over in the new year. Yes, maybe actually, you never know.
Might be that new.
There are a couple of solicitors, so yes.
Might be that new scrapper in his building.
That's confused me altogether now, Ralph.
A solicitor would suggest that you're bringing over a prostitute.
No.
Yeah.
They're actually gonna have to pay me to come here.
Wow.
You whore.
So
No,
Rob,
you never know. You never know.
Look at the smile on his face. It's like he's got a little secret. As you,
No, I was just looking at the other screen where I have something else playing as well.
all right.
But yeah, you never know. It's been a mess long enough here, so yeah.
so I've been watching a lot of melting channels lately.
Oh really?
I got a question. Why do a lot of people melt metal with flip flops or sandals on?
Go to the channel DMZ Dave.
I watched a couple yesterday, and I think I watched like 5 different videos, and 3 of them were flip flops, and one guy was barefooted. I was like, come on, man.
Yeah. Well, when you're doing the setup before you got anything on, okay, sure, but
Yeah.
once you're into it, have your
Mike,
PPE on.
Do me a favor, will you? Weigh that ball for me. Go on. Go on, Mike.
It's gone.
It's gone.
He's like a
just
magician.
wanted to see how the top
Gone.
was in it. He wouldn't do it for me. Not that
Right,
one. I want
what
you to see what you'd already done, and then you can multiply that by whatever amount it was, and see how
That's
easy
a
it was.
copper brain.
Why do I have this in here?
Oh, wait first. So sports was not one of your big things in school either, obviously.
Who's gonna pick that up?
I don't know, that slave that you have working for you called ewaste Mike.
You're right.
That was one of the things I always liked about watching Seth's channel. Whenever he was melting stuff, he always had his steel-toed boots on. He had his jeans on.
Yeah.
Heavy, foundry kind of gloves. You could tell he was being safety conscious, and he was also very careful when the boys were around.
I was watching a Pakistani channel or an Indian channel, and they were doing sulfuric acid, boiling sulfuric acid, and I'm wearing sandals. Like, a bit of that lands on your foot, and it's boiling, and it just goes straight through your foot. Just straight through, forget about it.
Yeah.
And
I've
I'm wearing
also
sandals.
seen metal casting.
Hey, Superman.
I was watching a short of 2 guys with a huge crucible. They had like the huge pouring tongs. They had to be with 2 guys, and each on one end, and they poured from like this high into this tiny little hole, and they actually toppled it, and it was perfect in there. They spilled very little. The whole crucible went in the tiny little hole. They were both wearing flip flops
Wow.
Yeah, but
or
any video I've
sandals
seen
or whatever.
Yeah, and I've seen them wearing sandals and everything. And I'm thinking you're gonna, and they do it perfect. Like, there's never a drop spills out or anything. It's just they seem to be so used to it now that it just comes second nature to them.
The
It's just
difference with most people who do metal casting on YouTube, they've seen a couple of videos by Big Stack D. They see, oh, Devil Forge, I'm gonna buy me that one, and then they start. And these guys from Pakistan and whatever, they actually know what they're doing.
Well, they've probably been doing it for 10 years.
They've been doing it
That
since they've been
too,
about
yeah.
8-year-old. So they have.
What's up, Simple Man?
Simple Man, welcome in. Simple Man, the man that gets so much copper that I think he's cornered the market in copper this
We
stage.
could call him Simple Copper.
Copper Man, we could call him.
Copper Man, yeah.
But though, there's a risk though in that, because you can also become complacent.
Yes.
Yes.
You develop a certain level of skill and you become complacent, and that's why aviators, always say there's old pilots and bold pilots, but very few old, bold pilots.
Yeah, you don't get both together.
Or I watch these channels over in I don't know where the hell it's at, India maybe, where they're sitting there and they're taking all this shit off the circuit boards with a fire, and all the fumes are going in their face, and and they actually say that they went over there and researched, and they said the life expectancy of those people, if they hit 30, they're lucky. That's
Wow.
how. Well, I have to figure out where it's at, but they'll have like their water supply, like their river going through, and it's nothing but trash. It's CRT tubes and all this crap. And these little kids are walking through, and and they burn this stuff right at the
Oh,
side of the river, and the little kids are in there picking up little pieces of copper, barefooted, and it's like, good God.
Yeah, and breathing in all them fumes as well from burning. They burn the insulated wire off the copper and everything.
Yeah.
You know.
But they sit there over a flame, and I mean, they just sit there and they heat up that solder and scrape everything off, and like, more power to you. But
familiarity breeds contempt. Yes.
US been once, went to India once and checked out. Yeah, I see
Yeah,
that video.
in Mumbai. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was interesting. Yeah, that's one of the few videos where he actually showed his face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
and he looked exactly like I thought he would look. That's pretty funny.
That's the video. Wasn't that the one where he also showed these guys taking a car apart?
Yes.
And they're basically just rolling it over and beat out a bit more and roll it over and beat out a bit more and.
Yeah, I think that was that one. It was in Mumbai. He was there for a couple of weeks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those people are very skillful because I watched programs where people make cars and stuff like that. And they were out in India, and any part they wanted made, the guys could make it for them. They were making the body shape of a car, and they said, "Oh, we need a fender that looks like this or whatever." And a couple of hours later, 2 Indian guys come back with this fender made perfect for them.
Yeah, it's amazing what they can do.
Yeah, scrapped newspapers. That's correct. Ship our e-waste. Well, that's the thing. Most of our e-waste ends up out in India and Pakistan and countries like that, third world countries, because we want to have the cheapest way of doing it, and the cheapest way of doing it is
letting other people do it.
Kids in India doing it for you, isn't it?
I'd like to know how a simple man can go up on all these rooftops, steal all these AC units, all this copper, and not get caught. That's what I want.
He dresses up as Santa Claus.
He dresses up as a guy that does repairs on them and fixes them and installs new ones.
That's even
better.
Go
on, away you go. Take that away with you. Yeah, no problem.
I'm surprised he don't get cut up because he does everything naked. So I don't know.
Wasn't there like a couple of guys who put on some yellow jackets and had like a toolbox with them and like a step ladder or something, and they just went into a casino and disconnected some machine that was full of cash and had one of those little rolly carts and just rolled the machine outside and loaded it into the car and drove off. And everybody was like, "Oh, they probably work here because they're wearing the yellow jackets. They just come in with the tools."
Yeah, there was some guy on YouTube doing a video before. He said, if you wear a yellow jacket, carry a brush or janitary gear, no one ever stops you and asks you for ID. And I showed him going into stadiums, and they let him in because they thought he was a cleaner going in to clean up something or whatever, and showed him going into concerts and showed him going into other places. He had a yellow jacket on and carrying a mop bucket and a mop, and he was able to get into tons of stuff.
Yep. Ouch!
Careful there.
Well, I stand close to this thing, and I always hit it with my hand. That's what my knuckles are all busted up from this fucking thing.
Oh yeah.
But people think I'm working like a dog because I'm all cut up. Well, that guy was all right. Staying here.
Not that you're thing. Right. Tons of e-waste for him every day. Most prime country to cause it saves the money in the. Yeah, it's all about saving money and making it as cheap as possible.
Yep.
Because we don't want to pay an extra $20 or €20 for an item.
Yeah, we got here in the U.S. This really, it's like you've got these protocols, these standards that are supposed to ensure that you can track where the e-waste is going, so that it's not being sold to places where it's not going to be improperly recycled. And sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't work, and it all comes down to ethics, right? If some people try to do things ethically and responsibly, and others just want to make a quick buck.
Yeah, because didn't CNN or one of them
ramifications?
Yeah, CNN or one of them other big stations over there, they put some trackers into some e-waste just to see what are the companies and some I think half it went where it was meant to go by half the companies done it properly and it went to the proper thing, and the other half ended up in India and places like that. And when they challenged the companies on it, oh well, we sold it to a third party and they must have brought it, sent it out there unawares to us, and we're going to look at our third party companies we use going forward and blah blah blah.
Yeah, and you can do, you can try really hard to make sure that you screen the people you're doing business with. I mean, I try to screen the companies that I sell to and the people that I sell to, but especially when you're a small business like me, you've only got a certain level of resources to bring to bear.
Yeah, but that's where it comes down to. It shouldn't be put on the likes of you. The proper government should say, put up a list of companies. These are the companies that recycle properly, blah, blah, blah. So at least then, if you're selling on, this company has been vetted by the government and they're approved. So you don't have to do that sort of stuff. Like, small companies have enough to be doing without having to investigate everyone they're selling to or doing business with. Because if you're a one-man operation, you have enough paperwork and stuff. Your governments should be doing that sort of work. That's what they're here for.
And to make it even worse, what's happened is they developed this standard here called it's called R2, and it's, if you're R2 compliant, it means that you're following all the rules. Well, it also means that you have to do a hell of a lot of paperwork and a tremendous bureaucratic overhead associated with being R2 certified. But then what happens is, if you're an R2 company and you sell to another R2 company and then that company screws up or something like that and they get fined, well, the government then sues all the way back to the point of origin, which means you end up getting wrapped up in that lawsuit for no other reason than you were trying to follow the rules.
Yep.
So the system is broken and it really needs a lot of work.
Yeah. Because surely there's definitely your EPA agencies or whatever. Surely it's their job to vet these companies that are doing the recycling and doing that to make sure they're doing it right in the first place. You would think so. You would think so. Here in Florida, there's the oversight is legal oversight to reduce theft and criminal activity. I won't get environmental type inspections unless I start handling acids or incinerating things. Okay.
And then it's not so much that it's e-waste as much as it's just that there are OSHA standards and EPA standards on how you deal with incinerating things and toxic chemicals. So yeah, it's we've got a long way to go before we get this right.
I think Japan is probably one of the best countries for it, for recycling, from looking at the stuff and they kind of have like a closed loop situation in Japan. They deal with a lot of their own e-waste there, and I think they've won the biggest e-waste factories there for recycling it, and they even when they're incinerating the stuff, they use the heat to regenerate electricity for the plant and stuff like that. So it's kind of a whole closed loop system they use. So they seem to be well ahead of everyone else for it, And again, a lot of the big companies used to be from Japan anyway. A lot of the big electronic companies, Earl, take it easy. Earl is heading for something to eat. So Earl, thanks for being in. Great to have you in as always. Have a good evening, good night, or good day, wherever you are.
Take it easy.
Enjoy, Earl. Eat something good.
Preferably with 2 legs.
Mike.
Are we live? I thought we were done.
Mike.
I'm sorry. Hey, my channel. I don't care.
There is a scrapper in Japan with a YouTube channel. He is from the UK originally. Oh, that'd be interesting. Cruiser, what's the name of that channel? I'd like to check that one out.
I would like to hear Japanese with a UK accent. That would be very interesting to hear.
Taiwan does an amazing job. Yeah, I suppose Taiwan would be good as well.
You know what I did one time? My buddy that passed away, he used to always go to his brother's house in Ohio, and he'd always use his GPS because, he's only been there 1,000 times, still couldn't figure it out. So his GPS, and I put the language to Chinese on him, This guy got down to the border and he was calling me, freaking out. He's like, "Man, I don't know what the hell's wrong with my GPS. Do you know how to fix this?" I said, "What's wrong with it?" "It ain't English. I don't know what the hell it is." I said, "I have no idea, dude." Guess what?
Oh my God.
Guess what? He made it to his brother's house.
Hey, now he learned how to.
Yeah. Well, he had that stroke, so he kind of knew where he was going, but not really. But yeah, I just figured,
Oh,
I knew I was gonna get a phone call, and I did.
Mike, I did something similar to Mrs. Shark. I used to always put in the female Australian voice into our GPS, and she got really upset with me one time. Like, I am tired of listening to this woman tell me where to go. I said, all right, I'll fix that. So I put it in male Japanese.
Oh wow.
And so so then she's driving along, and all of a sudden just
Sounds like something from an anime.
She pulls over. She says, "Oh, get out! Just get out!"
That's when he got put out too.
I sometimes make the joke, I'm so lonely, even when I know where I'm going, I still turn on my GPS and have the woman's voice on, so that at least some woman wants to talk to me.
I've thought that would be funny for one of those doomsday apocalypse movies, where the lone human survivor is at his computer and he keeps getting emails from the spam emails that are auto-generated and never.
Oh, they're automated, yeah.
Cruiser Mac, nobody wants to link to your home movies, buddy.
That's the link to that guy he's on about in Japan, because I was just checking it out there now. So it does a bit of scrapping. A lot of
Gary, based in Japan, it says.
Yeah.
12K subscribers. Oh,
yeah, he looks a bit like Santa Claus.
I'll check that out later. Here's a pizza. Dang, now I'm getting hungry.
Yeah, he does all different things. I suppose it's just showing the culture of Japan. So there's scrapping videos in there, and there's other videos of different things in Japan. So I'll have to check him out later as well. Just have a look down through some of his videos there.
Well, David, it depends on what you mean by a power supply unit, because some are bigger than others. If you're talking about
the standard PC ones,
I don't do that anymore. In fact, I put a video up on the different, how much you can make if you scrap them out to different levels.
Maybe the computer backup ones, the ones with the batteries in them.
No self-promoting.
Well, it is the computer ones. You see,
it's the computer ones.
Yeah.
Well, I don't scrap those either. I just take the cables off, because I get more for the cables, and the power supplies go as breakage, which is slightly higher than shred, I think. Yeah.
Well, seeing I'm like ewaste Mike, I'm a micro scrapper. I will scrap them right down to the last bit. Now,
if it's a big chunky one, because they're the same size, and sometimes you have one that's really light and it has like only a tiny bundle of cables on there, and other times you have one that's really heavy and has like a bunch of cables on there that's huge. Then I might like open it up and get the heat sinks out, because some of those heat sinks might be brass. Mostly aluminium, but still, then they're really heavy.
I even get like them tiny little copper spools out of them and break them down.
Oh yeah, well those are the easy ones. So you just mash them out, open, and put them on a little screwdriver and go. Bzzz.
I tell them the board sort and get them done.
Yeah, like you're doing right now.
This ain't a power supply. I got 500 pounds. I got 500 pounds of power supplies with wires ready to go. I wonder how much that paid. Let me look.
Poosmate wants to know, do you speak Japanese, Shark?
No, I sure don't.
467 pounds of power supplies with wire, 32 cents a pound, $149.44. You didn't have to do nothing.
Well, you had to take them out of the PC.
Well, the amount of PCs that Mike gets, I can understand.
4 screws and a couple of yanks on the wire, and it comes right out.
Yeah, usually 4 screws. Yeah.
The
Hey,
equivalent of
Robert,
my
welcome in.
Japanese is domo arigato, and
Domo
that's very
arigato,
much-
Mr. Roboto.
Mr. Roboto. Robert Case is in, so welcome in, Robert. Good to see you, sir.
I had a good friend from the Navy that he was fascinated by the Japanese culture that when he retired from the Navy, he went to work for a defense company and got stationed in their office in Tokyo. And I mean, he just made the complete cultural shift. And married a Japanese lady. He's fluent in Japanese. And the funny thing is, he is like 6'8" or something like that. I mean, the guy is just freaking huge.
Oh, they worship him because
Yeah.
I think over there they worship people who are taller because they are closer to heaven or something like that.
But it's just hilarious because the guy is just this tall, skinny, lanky American dude, but he's now fluent in Japanese and just fully immersed in the culture. So it's just, but he's also just a damn nice guy too. So he's a perfect fit for being for that culture.
Yeah, I was watching some video there of a guy who's fluent in Chinese. He's a white guy, like, as well, and like that he learned Chinese and he's fluent in it, and he loves going around. He has a YouTube channel. He goes down like to Chinese markets and he'll ask for something, and anything the Chinese people will be talking among themselves, and anything he just start joining in the conversation in Chinese, and they just stop and they go look at each other as much as they, is he talking Chinese? And then if they say, oh, you know Chinese, and he goes, oh yeah, and they say what part of, and they think they'll say they're from such a part of China, and he'll start talking in that specific language from that area as well to them. So he's not just Chinese, but I've learned different lingo from the different areas of China.
Yeah. He goes into restaurants and stuff and orders and because he'll talk like Cantonese and
that's it, that's the guy.
I watch that guy.
Yeah,
it's hilarious.
It's hilarious just to see the faces on them when he starts speaking their thing, and he can speak all the different languages of the regions of China as well, which is it's brilliant. Some people can pick up languages very easily. That's the thing. So I have a friend who taught himself Italian just by listening to radio stations in Italian radio stations, and he learned the language from that. Robert is asking, where is Ian? No one knows where Ian is. Ian was sick last week, so we're all hoping Ian is a bit better. I think it was Mike was saying that you banned him, so he was obviously on Mike's live at some stage during the week.
Yeah, he was in the chat, but I mean, if something happened to him, I'm sure somebody in our little clique would find out about it.
Yeah, because I said he sent me a GIF on what day was it? He sent me a GIF on to my Facebook Messenger, but what day was that? That was on Friday at 7:30 or 7:43 in the evening. But the GIF is no longer available, so I don't know what it was. They need to send it to someone else. By mistake.
Now, I did find too that back when I was in the Navy, after about 3 or 4 beers, I would become bilingual.
Do you ever notice if you're drunk and you meet up with other people or drunk from different countries, you can all seem to speak the same language?
Yeah,
it's matter.
Yeah. I wouldn't be able to relate to that.
It's the international language, drunk.
Yeah, you could be in a bar, and you could be talking to a guy who's Japanese, Chinese, Italian, and you're speaking your language, he's speaking his, but both of you seem to know what you're talking about.
I always know when I hang out with Irish too long, because the other day I was watching Celtic Thunder. You ever see Celtic Thunder? Irish?
No.
It's an Irish group.
Okay.
So look them up. They're actually kind of cool. And then this morning I made coffee and I put Irish freaking creamer in it. What the fuck is going on?
There you go. See?
There's also a band called Ailstorm.
But yeah, Celtic Thunder. They're a cool little group. They put on a hell of a
Hey Lee, welcome in. I'm sending Lee a message to see if he's still alive.
If he's not, we're blaming you. All right, I got my 4 little wads done. My 4 little wads.
The screw hole, yes.
I sent him a message. We'll see if he replies back.
There you go, Irish.
There you go.
I did them all.
What is away? What is away?
Oh, Jesus Christ! You people in your ways. I'm gonna put them in here with the rest of them. Do I have to weigh it? Really? All right, I'll weigh it. Ian says he is still alive.
Alive. Okay, so a cruiser found out. That's grand. I sent him a message as well. So we know he's alive.
Whoever has Ian should have let him. You
Yeah,
alive?
everyone send Ian a message who has him on Facebook. Send him a Facebook message. Are you still alive?
We said his name 3 times. There he is.
There he is.
Oh, I'm fine. He was watching.
Ian, I did not tell everyone to send you any messages. No, it wasn't me that said send Ian a message.
What do we want, grams?
Yes, grams, please.
Well, why am I reminded of that line from Ghostbusters? It's alive.
What was the other one? 500 and something?
Yeah. No, 400 and something, wasn't it?
I don't remember.
It was, because it was just under a pound.
200 exactly. Wow. Oh, 208. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, what was the one yesterday? Because my PC basically died.
That's almost
Just-
another half a pound.
No. Ian is saying he's sulking because you timed him out.
Oh.
Mike timed him out.
But you know what? When he came back, unlike Shark, he did apologize.
Yeah.
Oh, you want me to
Shark
apologize?
and Ian are in a privileged group
I
as
may-
to be timed out by Mike.
Yes. I don't want to be the cause of Ian's demise. I'd feel bad for about 20 minutes.
Hey, Mike.
What?
I didn't know that you wanted an apology.
Not from you, I don't, because I don't would give flying shit about you.
Okay, good, because I was going to say.
Yeah. No. Like I said, I like Ian. I don't like you.
Bite me.
I tolerate you.
Yeah, it definitely is rep visiting season, Ian. And we know why Ian likes the reps when they visit. They bring bottles of whiskey with them.
Yeah, I'm making a
I
mess
think
here
if Ian
again.
was on his deathbed, he would have dragged himself into work to make sure he gets the bottles of whiskey off him.
If Ian was on
look at
his
him.
deathbed,
Dirty old apple yolks.
he would convince the nurse to fill up the IV bottle with whiskey.
That would work. That would work.
Hey, Ralph.
Hey,
look at-
Mike, I haven't seen one of those in a long
This
time.
table.
This has been
What?
sitting in my yard forever.
What?
A crapple.
Oh, it's one of those. Yeah, those old iMacs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had this thing for a long time. I had like 8 of them at one point. I just couldn't remember how to take it apart. This was in my to-do later pile
And it's later.
from 2 years ago. Probably 2 years ago. I'm finally getting it to do it.
Well, later is a very relative term.
How was your later pile getting on, Shark?
Oh, I was making progress until the other day when I had a whole bunch of calls, one right after the other, that woke me up again.
I had a later pile in the shed that I was going to do, but then this really cold weather came, and I said, I ain't going out in that shed, no way. So that cold weather finished today, so we're back up to 10 degrees Celsius, so from -9s and 8s and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, we're going
Oh,
up
man.
in the plus as well tomorrow. It's going to be about somewhere between 5 and 8 Celsius, and after that it's going to go up slightly. So.
Like even there now, it's what time at night here? It's what I'm waiting. It's 9:39 here at night, and it's 12 degrees Celsius. This time
Really?
last night it was
Wow.
-5.
It's currently, it says it's 1. Let's see, what is it now? It's still 1 Celsius here.
No, we're 12 degrees now. See? 12. Well, you can't really see it because it's green screen, so it's 12.
We're gonna we're gonna be cold next week. We're gonna be like low 20s and single digits at night. And then Friday we're supposed to have our first measurable snow of the year. So we'll see what happens.
No, we didn't get any snow. We just got freezing rain and stuff like that. So the rain was freezing as soon as it hit the ground. It was that cold. So
yeah, we're getting a mix, but then it's all going to turn to snow. But we got it like Thursday, Friday, and part of Saturday, so it's going to be a.
Cruiser, I wouldn't be able to stick that. Minus 12 right now and getting down to minus 20. Is that minus 12 Celsius or is that your? Well, in Canada it's minus 12 Celsius, isn't it? Do you do the Celsius?
I had somebody in Florida send me a thing this morning and said, "Oh, it's cold." It was like 50. I called them a pussy and told them to man up. No, it wasn't.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be able to stick that. Minus 20 at night. Oh. Minus 8 to 9 was enough.
It is in the garage right here. It is now 39 degrees in here.
Who's made? I'd say the temperature in here now, where I am, is at least 20 degrees. I have the heat
in here.
I have the heat on.
I need a new battery in this thing. It is 21 now. You know what the good thing is about having this big empty floor and having swept everything up? Now when I drop something, I can actually find it.
How do you go to bed at 9:40 in the evening? Will you stop?
He's sick.
Okay, I'm not going to pronounce his name because I am useless at pronouncing names. So Ralph, have a go at it, please.
Christian Taragshmagi.
Yeah. So Christian, welcome in. Sorry if Ralph butchered your surname, but welcome in.
Nice job, bro. Nice job.
Just stick to Christian.
Just stick to Christian. Welcome in, Christian. Good to see you. What part of the country or world are you from, Christian? Put in there where you're from.
I'm guessing Eastern Europe.
I'd be saying, let's have a look at Christian again.
Maybe somewhere in the Scandinavian area.
No, I'd be thinking definitely Eastern Europe. I'd be saying he's not Polish.
He's from Florida.
Your name doesn't necessarily dictate where he's from.
Yeah, exactly. Your name does not dictate where he's from. So Estonia, there we go. Estonia.
Oh wow.
So,
Estonia. Right.
Oh, very cool.
We have an
Estonian scrapper out there as well that I haven't seen in a while.
Yeah, that's right. We haven't seen Estonia for a while.
He sometimes pops in on Rafael's live stream. Yeah.
Oh,
Robert is from Michigan.
I put my glove on, Shark, and look what happened. It said to wave to you. You know what? Grandpa Kevin sent me these cheap ass gloves. They're worthless.
Well, they're not supposed to
Ian Matthew
last
says,
forever.
I reckon Estonia, after he says where he's from. Ian, don't take up a job as telling the future.
Mike, they're never intended to last forever, man. Not that style of glove.
Well, that
Ralph,
shows you how much I work.
Ralph, check your phone.
I will. Hold on.
Later on, Busy. Take care, man.
What part of Michigan you from, Robert? I know a couple people in Michigan.
Brizzy, as always, pleasure having you in, and have a good night, sir. Or good morning for you.
Yeah, I was going to say good morning.
His day is just starting.
Yeah.
G'day, Chrissy.
Maybe his day from last night, maybe yesterday is just finishing for him.
Yeah.
I don't think Brissy has an actual day. I just think it's just one. His life is just one big day.
He's either finishing an all-nighter or he's just starting a new one.
Instead of what time of day it is, it's what am I drinking right now?
Hey, Christian, what's the temperature in Estonia at the moment? He's saying it's cold over there, so what's the temperature over there now? Robert says he's from...
Climax.
Yeah.
That's an actual city in Michigan.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking, okay.
There's a Hell, Michigan. There's a Climax, Michigan. There's a couple good names.
Yeah, I heard about it.
Yeah. Climax is an actual city. Town.
What am I supposed to see on my phone? Oh, right. Oh, okay.
Grizzly Boy time somewhere. That's correct. It's by Battle Creek. Okay.
Yep. West side of the state. They get all the snow. They're right by the closer to Lake Michigan, so they get all the lake effect stuff. And we appreciate it over here on the east side of the state. So you take that crap for us.
What the hell is the name? How would you pronounce that, Mike?
Kalamazoo.
Kalamazoo.
You have some weird names for places.
Oh, you're talking.
Kalamazoo, yeah.
We have this is one. We have a town or a village called Muff.
Muff.
Very close to here.
And Muff. And you'll
Close
see.
to where I live, there's a village. It's called Waspik, which literally translates to wash dick.
Christian is asking what is the best metal to find. I presume copper. I presume is what everyone would say for that.
Yes, value-wise, and it's not that difficult to find because appliances that are thrown away usually have a wire. Snip the wire, strip the wire, and then you got your copper.
It's the easiest one
And
to
it adds
find.
up quick.
It's the most plentiful one out there usually.
Yeah.
Besides steel, of course, but no one sees the value. Like the most valuable one would be gold, of course.
But
or
nobody
platinum.
tosses away gold bars or gold jewelry.
No, but you can
Usually
recover
not,
gold
anyway.
on certain items eventually. But
They
the
go
one most popular out there is copper. The easiest one found. Copper.
Irish, I'm curious. Is Muff that place that has that skydiving school?
No, it's not. Very good, Jack.
Wow.
Gulf Coast, welcome in. Good to see you, sir.
Hey, Gulf Coast, is it still 50 degrees in Florida?
Robert Case is asking, don't you have a drink that's called Climax there? I think we do, yes. If he's talking to me, I think there's a drink called that here.
I think there's a Middlesex, Michigan, too.
Yeah, Middlesex is an actual place in England.
Yeah.
Yeah, Middlesex, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that place.
Ableski, welcome in. Good to see you.
Hey, Ableski.
There it is.
This is probably not brass, but
I like you have a lot of Irish names as well. The streets are named, like the areas are named in America because the Irish going over. Like there's Dublin, there's a Dublin in America. There's other towns and villages that are here. They exist also in America, which is pretty cool.
I want to go to America one day.
me too. Maybe Canada as well.
I hear there's too many smelly old people there, though, so I don't know if I want to deal with
You
that.
just stay out of Florida, you'll be sound.
Oh! Yeah, I didn't say that, Shark. Your buddy over there saying that shit.
You lined me up for it. You lined me up perfectly
Nope.
for it.
Nope.
No. You cannot blame Mike for that one.
Thank you.
That is
Thank you, Shark.
all on you, man.
Thank you, Shark. He does love me. He still up for me.
David Young goes where in America?
I don't know. Probably Detroit. Sounds like an adventure.
Relax. And drink, of course, booze mate. Drink and relax in Ireland. That's the good thing about Christmas. You get to meet up with people you haven't met in years. You can go for drinks with them. So catch up on, what you might have seen, especially now with the COVID having taken away some. This is probably be the first Christmas over in Ireland where everything is fully open. So,
Degaussing cable.
I got it.
Yeah,
All I wanted.
That's all he wanted.
All I wanted.
Hey, but
Irish,
tube TVs are so easy to scrap.
Don't those get-togethers usually end up in a big fight?
Yep.
What get-togethers?
in
Well,
Ireland where we meet up for drinks.
Oh yeah.
A bunch of Irishmen get together for drinks to catch up. That almost always ends up in a fight, doesn't it?
Yeah, it'd be remember back 20 years ago, you called me anything, you get a slap, and anything, here, have a drink.
And then you're halfway into the fight and you say, wait a minute, I'm getting thirsty. Let's have a drink.
Yeah,
And
let's
then
stop and have another drink. It's getting too dear to go out in the pubs anymore. That's the problem. Too expensive to drink now. I remember when I was younger, you'd go out with 20 squids and you'd have a great night. You'd have 10 or 12 pints, you'd get a takeaway, whatever else. Now you go out with 20 quid and you buy one round of drink and they ask you for more. You go, sorry, you don't have enough there.
Yeah, I tell you, I cannot imagine the amount of money that I have saved in my lifetime. One, because I don't smoke, and two, because I gave up drinking about 6 years ago. Just, because let's face it, ice cream and Coca-Cola are not that expensive to have it to, sustain. So, yeah.
Now, Christian is asking there, where can you get screens? I presume he's asking where Mike's screens.
The CRT screens. If you're lucky, you find them in the trash.
Yeah, or you might, good spot might be a place that sells old TVs or sells new TVs. They might have some old TVs thrown around the places or something like that, because they might want to just be getting rid of them, dumping them or whatever. But it's harder and harder to get them old screens anymore with the copper in them. It's all flat screen TVs around here anyhow. I don't know what it's like in Estonia. Computer shops as well. You might get old monitors there, Christian. Check out computer repair shops, stuff like that.
Yeah.
They might have them. Even just dumpsters. Go and buy dumpsters. People usually trying to get rid of them will throw them in someone's dumpster out of the way at night.
Yeah, I got lucky during work. I repair appliances at people's homes, and when I got to a customer, they asked me to come through the back because the washing machine or whatever it was that I was there for was in the back, and they had a old CRT screen standing there. I said, "Hey, you don't see those often anymore, the CRT screens." Yeah, that's something that has to go away, and we actually would need someone is going to come and pick it up, but he's taking forever. I said, what's he going to do with it? Oh, he's going to take it to the trash, and oh, I'll take it for you. Oh, really? Why would you want it? I said, well, there's a lot of copper in there, which I need for melting. And then I tell them about my metal casting hobby, and I show them some pictures of stuff that I made. Oh, that's really nice. Sure, you take it. You can use it. And I don't tell them that I make money off of it, of course. Yeah, that's how I have gotten quite a couple of CRT screens just through work. Basically, I scrap during work while I get paid.
Too cold to heat my shop.
Yeah.
Still put up.
Yeah, a lot of people just want to get rid of all that old stuff, and when they hear that someone will take it off their hands, they're more than happy to give it to them. Because it's taking up space in their shed or maybe in a house or in a room somewhere, and they just want to get rid of it. And if you say that you'll take it off their hands, a lot of people will give it to them. Nobody has any more of this old stuff. Yeah, to get that older stuff, as I was saying already, there's not much old screens left. Here in Ireland, anyhow, it's all flat screen TVs for the last while.
Yeah, the problem is before I scrapped, I saw them everywhere, and I thought, oh, old TVs. I actually had before I changed everything to LCD screens because I have multiple screens, multiple PCs. I actually had like 16 of old CRT screens that I collected from people that didn't want them anymore, and they were in my basement, and I just basically brought them to the scrapyard at some point without getting any money for them.
Yeah, sure. Same here in 2011, I think it was 2011. They'd done the changeover here of a new system, TV system, and the old TVs wouldn't work the new system, so everyone had to either change a TV or buy a box to add to the TV they had. So most people just went out and bought a new TV which had the box built into it, so they didn't need to have a separate item. And there was all of them CRTs. There was thousands of them all over the place. They were everywhere. You'd be walking by and there'd be dumpsters with 10 or 12 of them in it. And at the time, I wasn't doing anything with scrapping or anything like that.
Oh, yeah.
And now when I look back, I go, I was walking by thousands and thousands of pounds worth of copper.
Yeah.
Every day.
Go back on my channel about 2 years ago. I had 600 of them out here in the yard.
Whoa.
Wow.
600 of them. And then I had to pay to get rid of them. The case and the screens and all that shit.
Well, over
Yeah.
here, the crowd would buy the plastic casings. Even after I discovered, years later, I discovered this company that would have bought the plastic, so I could have sold the plastic case into one crowd, got the copper out of everything, and all I had to do then was bring the monitor to the local dump, or not the dump, the local recycling centre, and they would have taken the screens. They had to take the screens by law. So there you go.
I found a place that would buy CRTs from me, but they would only buy a tractor trailer load at a time. So, I would have had to park a container in front of the shop and load the container with the CRT screens. And I figured these days, that would probably take me 5 years.
Yeah, even there was loads of rear projection TVs thrown around that time, because anyone that had the old rear projection TVs had to get rid of them as well. And sure, all of them had the gold chip in the back of them.
The DLP chip.
Yeah, P chips.
Yeah.
So loads of them as well. Missed out on all them. Yeah.
The only way to scrap those big projection TVs is if you have a dumpster right next to you.
Christian is asking what price I think is 1 kilo of copper. Well, over here it's €6.20. I think I checked it there a while ago. For
Estonia also
of
uses
copper.
euros, don't they?
Yeah, I think
Not sure.
Estonia use euros.
Yeah,
So
we are at €7.20 for copper,
So
for clean,
you're-
bare bright copper.
you're getting €1 more per kg than I am at the moment, Ralph.
Yeah, well, this is bare bright. This is number 1 copper. For number 2
Yeah.
copper, we get 650, I think it was.
Yeah. Well, see, they've only one price down here in this at the moment for copper, which is 620. So I'm presuming it's the what you call the number 1 copper, because they have another one then for copper wire, and they have another one for things. So you seem to be getting €1 more than we are.
I only understand squid.
I only deal in squids.
And brass is 420 a kilogram.
Hey,
420
Irish,
always being a nice number.
how many squids are in an octopus?
It depends how hungry he was.
Depends on how big the octopus is also. Because I know they eat
Hold
each
on,
other.
I have
then-
another crowd here selling $6.75 for number 1 copper, $6.10 for number 2 copper. Insulated cable is only $2.15 kg.
Wow, that's 350 over here.
Yeah.
And I can throw in everything, even like little bits of ribbon cable. They don't mind. I can just throw everything in. And sometimes I even toss in the stripped cables, so just only the plastic. But they
And
don't
then
put
they
too much.
have a category for insulated aluminium or cable as well.
Yeah, they have that over here as well. But I just toss the insulated wire in with the copper wire.
Yeah, so they don't know.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay,
Blame it
everybody.
on the Brexit. Yes.
Which character loves wheat thins?
Crackers.
Wheat thins.
Wheat thins.
Wheat thins.
Blame it on Brexit. I blame everything on Brexit.
Who are you calling a crack?
Wheat thins.
Here you go, Irish. Did it for you, Irish.
Yay. Right, we know you're going to pick it up when we're off stream and break it down. Don't even pretend you're not.
I'm going to sell it right to board sort. Like I did all the
Yeah,
other.
right, like that, yeah.
Yep. Should I throw this?
There's a company in England that buys them screens, them old screens, and they get the lead out of them.
Yeah,
Get
that's
the
why,
lead out.
that's why I threw it, because I wanted to get that ring off of there. See?
Oh, there we go. Hey Dan, welcome in. Candy Scrapping, how do? I'm getting £190 for yellow brass here. How much are you getting? Yellow brass Shark. He's asking Shark how much he's getting, but what is brass here? Let's see what brass is here. Brass price is $3.75 a kg, so that'd be about $1.50 a pound, roughly.
I'm at 420 a kg.
Yeah, you're getting better prices over there than we are.
Yeah, I was surprised. Yeah.
Maybe you should move, Irish.
Yeah, maybe I could find out who that scrapper is over there and do a deal with him.
Ralph's got a big spot you can sleep in now.
Yeah, see that floor.
I
all
can
that
put up
floor
a bed
behind me,
here. Yeah.
you know. Oh, I'm just looking at the time. It's gone. It's my 2 hours are up. So I'm going to ask everyone what their plan is for the week. So, Mike, what's your plan for the week?
The plan for the week is tomorrow I got to go pick up 3 Gaylord boxes of computers and take them apart, unlike some people that are lazy and don't know what they're doing. Tuesday, I'm going to board sort to unload my last load for the year. And then after that, anybody's guess.
Okay.
And that's all I have to say about that.
No, it'd be interesting to see what you get out of board. Well, you probably already know how much you're going to get out of board sort because their prices are
Well,
kinda-
right now I have it totaled out at like 2,500,
Yeah.
but I've got a whole tote here I got to sort, so I'm not going to weigh that. So maybe 20. Oh, you know what? I got all those computers coming tomorrow. I'm going to pull all the RAM out of there, so I'll probably be close to 27, maybe 2,800.
Okay.
Can't even find the prices until I get there. Really? Can't you just call them? Like, hey, what's your prices? Or do you have a website with a list?
My
And
yard,
again,
though.
some scrapyards will give you a better price if you're bringing more to them. So they might give you a price, we'd say, of like that price there that's on their website there at what I'm getting, we'd say $6.75. But if I said to them I'm bringing 500 kgs or something of copper, they might up the price then to $7.10 or something, you know, because if you're giving them a quantity, you'll always get a better price. So always say to the scrapyard, what you give me if I bring a bigger amount, because scrapyards over here, if you're bringing them a bigger amount of a certain thing, it'll always give you a bit more for it than to lose you to another scrapyard. You know?
Yeah, my yard does that.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah,
So
and
the price they
especially
give you,
if
it's
you're a regular.
Yeah. Well, even not like I rang one up one time and I said to him, "What will you? I've got copper," and he goes, "Oh, it's so much a pound or whatever or kg." He goes, "Do you have much?" And I just for the crack, I said, "I have about 800 kgs." Oh, let me see, can I do a bit better for you? And next thing, he upped it by about 50 cents a kg. You know?
Oh, wow.
He didn't want me to go to the other rival scrapyard, but that was the reason. But I didn't have 800 kgs. I only made that up just to see what price they'd give you if you had a larger quantity. Ralph, what's your plan for the week? We know you have a video already. If anyone hasn't seen it, Ralph has a video out today.
Yes, dumpster diving and some street scrapping. Slim pickings, mostly cords in this compilation. But no, I don't have anything else planned. If the temperature gets slightly better, that I can move in the garage again without freezing solid, then I might actually continue on the project that I was working on, and maybe even have that done by January-ish.
Okay.
But no other plans than that. So
no other plans than that. Okay. Shark, what's your plan?
We got a nice surprise piece of a little e-waste on Monday, and then I've got the regular week full of pickups and drop-offs, and that'll determine what shows up, what we do on Thursday.
And are your this week, with it going into Christmas, are your pickups and stuff just as busy, or has it quietened down a bit?
No, it's gotten busier. It's like, I think it got busy because a lot of the folks were doing last-minute pushes to get rid of inventory and clean up and stuff like that before the end of the year. So, and I've got some pickups scheduled already for next week. Same thing. So, yeah, I haven't slowed down at all here.
Okay, that's good to see. Well, what have I planned? I probably have a short out tomorrow, and I'll have the video out on Thursday. Next Sunday is Christmas Day, so I haven't decided yet if I'm going live or not. More than likely, I will, because Christmas Day is usually just pure rubbish on TV and boring. So once I've had the Christmas dinner, nothing else.
Oh, you still watch TV? I stopped that 14 years ago. I don't see the rubbish anymore.
Well, I usually watch sports on TV, but on Christmas Day...
That's even worse. I don't even want sports to exist.
But anyhow, never mind, because Ralph doesn't want sports to exist.
No.
Anyhow, that's what I planned. So there should be. Hopefully, I will be live next Sunday. If not, everyone have a good Christmas, and thanks as always for being in, and really appreciate it. If you haven't hit the like, please do hit the like. Consider hitting the like. It's up to yourself. I can't make it. And Ralph, it's up to you now.
Scrap you all later.
Bye bye, guys.